My name is Dave Erickson. I'm owner of AJs Kitchen in Wilmington, Massachusetts. So we moved here from Somerville, Massachusetts to Wilmington back in 2004, and I had at the time owned a business in Everett, Massachusetts, and I was doing the commute back and forth from Wilmington, fighting 93 traffic south every single day, which was an absolute nightmare. So I had driven by this location here every day for years and noticed that it was vacant, and I was like, that would be a great opportunity to put a sandwich shop in. We've been here for now over 16 plus years. So I'm not a vain person at all, so I wanted to pay homage to my son, so I named his name's Antonio James. We nicknamed him AJ, so I figured it'd be perfect to call this place AJ's Kitchen in honor of him. So AJ has autism, and we try to create as much awareness as we can for this condition that he has. With the patches, we started out with Wilmington, all the locals, Wilmington, Woburn. Wilmington has a lot of officers from other parts of the state. So it started out with Wilmington, Woburn, Reading, Medford. The police chief in Medford lives in our town. So we started out with all those patches from people that have lived in this town, and then when I've posted things online, people had reached out from literally all over the country. We have municipalities from New York that have reached out and said, I know there's rivalries between sports, but we want to contribute to this. Would you hang a patch from these places in New York? And of course, we're honored to do that. AJ was always a happy child. He would hear my voice walk into the house, and he would want me to go up to him, and he would always express by crying or whatever it would be for me to go over to him. And that happened for a while, and then all of a sudden it was as if he didn't care if I was there at all. So if you're not your kid's advocate, who's going to be? So we wanted to make sure we had taken him to the doctors and said, hey, what's going on here? And he actually was diagnosed with autism at such an early age, at 18 months, that the doctor, seeing him, immediately knew exactly what it was and said, this is what you have and this is what we need to do to get some help for him. He went from basically being nonverbal to now we can't get him to stop talking. Well, he's gone from, I believe he's never got anything really less than an A in anything that he's ever done in school, in the public school system. He's now since gone on to, he's at Middlesex College, which we felt that it would be better that because he doesn't have a great time transitioning, so that we figured it would be, because of the different teaching style with college, that he would be able to adapt more to that first, and then eventually he's also been accepted to a bunch of different schools, from Merrimack to all the state schools, and I think he's chosen to go to Salem State once he's done with the 2-year program at Middlesex College. We were a 7-day-a-week business, and they were so supportive when I had gone online and saying that we were going to go down to a 6-day work week because I was missing that family time. It would make much more sense for me to close on a Monday, but I wouldn't be able to spend time with AJ because he goes to schools on Monday. Community was amazing. We've actually, by closing on Sunday, we actually didn't lose any business. Like I said, everyone in this community has been so supportive of us. Every April, well, we try to do every April because that's Autism Awareness Month, we do a fundraiser that we would like to donate back to the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism. They do an amazing job. They give back to our local communities. In fact, I believe that at one point they had given us some sort of a grant for one of the parks in Wilmington. So we know that when we give the money to them, it goes back directly to the communities. They do a lot of sensory things for the children that need it, and just an amazing program. So we like to try to give back to that organization. I know the Wilmington Police Department, they try to do a fundraiser every year as well with their patches. They put them for sale. You're welcome to go by the police station and get a autism awareness patch that they have. Again, it's just an amazing organization. The prior year, I believe, we raised about $4,400. We had vowed to match any donation up to $2,000. So we were able to raise $4,400. We're on really good track by the end of the month to at least match what we had set our goal at. Basically, any advice I can give to any parent today is that if you find delays, if you find anything wrong with your kid, if you're not your kid's advocate, then who's going to be? So you need to make sure that you get them the services that, especially the state of Massachusetts, the state is great as far as programs that they offer. Worst case, you get some great services for your kid, whether they have autism or not. If they need something that will help them along, they're only going to benefit from it regardless.